Hey, Smessed Up fans, Smezzy here, looking at a sad Joker, the Zx14, on the last journey home from Toowoomba in October. Copped a stone in the radiator which resulted in a little pinhole, so now the bike's blown apart, so we can take the radiator out and get it repaired. The panels are all off. This is what a blown apart Zx14 looks like. Bits and pieces everywhere. But all this was done using the tools that came with the bike. As you can see, I didn't record just pulling it apart. It's pretty basic. It's just Allen key screws. As you can see down in here, right in here is where the hole was. We put some stop leak in it to get it home, but now it's time to pull it out, get it flush, get it sorted properly before it goes to Tasmania in a couple of weeks for a ride. I have a stone guard this time to put back on it, but as you can see, it's just like a Meccano set when it's blown apart. On this side we have the overflow tank, which is still full, so that's good. It didn't lose too much on the ride home. You can see the level mark on the side. But yes, so hopefully it won't be too bad to get the rest of it out. Pull it all apart, put it all back together. But yes, that's what it looks like exploded. These pieces here pretty much unscrew and slide out. Pieces off the top. But yes, it's a bit of a sad state of affairs, the old Joker. So hopefully I'll insert some of the footage of where it was broken down on our way back, or we had to pull it apart at the back of the pub and put the stop leak in it to get it back on the road. But it hasn't been too hard or too long to get it apart. As you can see, the hoses still look like they're in really good condition, so that's a bonus. Comes down here, there's only a few bolts. There's one in there. There's one up in here. There's a couple down the bottom here. And then the three hoses. The hoses all look fairly good, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'll do another video in a minute when I get the radiator out. I'm going to give it a flush, take it outside for that, get it back off the stand. But yes, Kawasaki don't leave you much room to do anything. None of this stuff's easy to get to, you can't see it with all the fairings on there. So yes, it makes life a bit difficult. But she's apart now, so hopefully it'll be all good when we get the radiator out, get it fixed, get it all back together. And I'll do some more filming when we're on our way to Tassie, when the beast is back on the road. Until then, I'll catch you in a minute when I do the rest of it. Alright, we're back. The radiator's been out, it's been repaired. I've bought a rad guard for it. So as you can see, the rad guard is on the radiator now. I gave it a quick coat of black paint just to make it look a bit better. There's only 3 simple bolts to put this thing on. And as you can see with the bolts, if it focuses, I'm not going to focus, but yeah, they just go back in where the top mount for the fan is, to there. And the bottom one's down here, so that's not too bad. So hopefully it'll go back in alright. I'll do another video when we get it back in. I'm not going to film putting it in. I took off the overflow bottle and washed it all out, cleaned all the muck out of it, so it should be alright. As you can see, without the radiator you can get into everything. You can get into exhaust pipes. It looks pretty good under there. It's a bit tricky pushing the fan wires, which you can see here, back up where my hand is, back up through the plastic here to hook up back on this side, but I'll get to that. It shouldn't be too bad. But hopefully today I'll go get some coolant and the beast will be back together before I put all the fairings back on it. We'll cycle it a few times, make sure the levels are right, make sure the fans are working, and then the Joker should be good for its trip to Tasmania. Hopefully all will go well and it will be back. You get instructions with this, but you really don't need them. There's only a couple of bolts. It's pretty simple. Alright, I'll catch you in a while once we get the radiator back in and hooked up, and then we'll go get some fluid for the Joker. Bye. Alright, we're back. The Joker is all back together. I've cycled it up on the fluids, got the coolant level up, run it a few times with the radiator cap off, took it for a ride after I checked all the levels, made sure the overflow bottle was full before I put all the fairing back on. And now the Joker is back together, all nice and clean, ready for its first trip to Tasmania for a 5-day ride starting next Friday. The Joker will be one of the bikes I'm taking. Will be the other bike will be the KTM Super Duke GT. It'll be 5 days. We should get some good video footage. The drone will be there. The GoPro. I've got this camera. I've got the Foresight Mark 1 to do some video footage with as well. So hopefully it should be a wicked time. So hopefully you'll like this video, you'll give it a thumbs up, subscribe. For those that are not aware, after late May, 21st of May, I'm going to fly over to England. I'm going to go do the TT. For anyone that hasn't been to the TT, hopefully that should be some good video footage. Just a crazy place. It's one of those freaky places where you can see some mad bike racing. So people that have been will know, people that haven't, you want to watch, because you're going to see some crazy stuff from over there. Hopefully while I'm in England, I'm going to try and do a tour of the Norton factory, the Triumph factory, and visit a few other interesting places to try and make some good videos. So hopefully stay tuned, and we'll have a lot more to come in the future. It's just the end of the video for the ZX all back together now. So I'll catch you on the next one, and as Smethy always says, dream big, love life.